morning, all empathic sensitive souls. It's Wednesday. The strength card. How has the strength card played out for you this week so far? I've been really having to hold my strength. There have been so many trials and tribulations, especially with family and the struggles they're going through. And, we always ask, why is this happening? What is it trying to teach me? Trying to teach me resilience? Is it trying to teach me to play fair with other? What is it trying to teach me? Is it my karmic lesson? Is it somebody else's? What is happening? And we got to draw on that strength card. We have to draw on our belief that we're strong enough we can handle what comes our way, and that we have to have faith in ourselves, but also faith in a higher power that we can get through this. We will power through this. So what have you guys done this week? What has happened this week for you? I have been I've been really struggling at work. I have a coworker that is just and it's there's never anything good to say and nice to say that comes out of her mouth. Whether it's on emails, whether it's on the phone, and it's a real struggle. And I try to be nice and I try to be polite, but I try not to engage, because the minute I respond and engage, it's like, yay, I got her, and she's off to the races. And I don't want to go to the races. I'm tired. I don't. I just want to work, get my job done to the best of my ability, try to have a pleasant time with the people that I work directly with, and then go home and do whatever I want to do. Last night I had to get my hair cut. As you can see, it's thank goodness I couldn't see it was in my eyeballs. It's a bit shorter, which is like perfect timing because I'm going to the Warrens Cranberry Fest this weekend. On Monday, I had to get my eyes tested to see if I can see, and lo and behold, yes, I need stronger glasses than just the readers, because now my long distance isn't as long distance as it used to be. So I have to trust that the doctors, yeah, they're a doctor, know what they're doing, and I get the correct prescription. Of course, my glasses won't be here for about 10 days, which I guess that's fine. But I really wanted to test them out at the Cranberry Fest, but that's okay. I can still use my readers. I'll put them on a chain, so then I don't have to have them on constantly, or I'll switch out my sunglasses on a chain and leaves. I don't know. We'll see how it plays out. And last night, excuse me, I had to get my hair cut, and then I had to go. Well, first I had to pick the kids up because my niece's car is not happy. So she's in a state of panic, and her panic ends up being my panic because I'm her go-to person. So I have to be the calm one in the situation so she can unravel, have her meltdown, and regroup and gather her strength and figure out a plan, a course of attack and action. And of course, I get to pick the kids up, which was fine, but they were going to have to go with me to get my hair cut and then go to a grocery store so I could pick up odds and ends for the weekend. And thank goodness her mom got home in time that she could borrow her mom's vehicle to pick the kids up after I picked them up from school, but I met her in the next town down, and they didn't have to come with me because the eldest is autistic, and he would have really had to draw on a lot of strength to sit for an hour while I got my hair worked on and then to go to the grocery store, because for him it's way too much overwhelm, and then he shuts down. And I get it. I'm not fond of shopping too many people. There's too much commotion, and it's hard. But I had to really pull on my strength, especially when I got my bill at the cash register. What is going on with the grocery prices? Oh my gosh. Ridiculous. And I didn't get any meat. I didn't. I didn't. I, I don't know how my bill got to be so expensive. I did get gluten-free bread, which is double the price of regular bread. Whatever. I got a small bag of chips. Oh my gosh, I don't know. So tonight or today I have to work all day, and then I'm off the rest of the week. On Friday, I will be in the midst of the Cranberry Fest, so I won't have time to hop on. And I'm not sure what kind of Wi Fi we have up north, but I'm going to be using that strength card because it's going to be a big crowd, and I'll have my little great niece with me. And I'm going to be focused on her to make sure she is safe. And I told her mom, I said, well, can you just let her know it's going to be a cram of people, and I want her to stick to me like Velcro, because losing a child in a crowd is just I don't no. And I said, if she's got to grab on and hang on to my shirt, that's great. So she tells her mom, well, why can't I just hold Aunt Denise's hand? Hey, that's great. I'll do it. But sometimes you can't walk side by side, so she's going to either have to walk in front of me or behind me as I part the path so we can get through. And she came up with a lot of questions of, she has very curly hair, and I can't style my own hair yet, Mom. I can help. And so there were a lot of concerns that she had that I never even thought of, because I went with the assumption that she knew I was going to help her. She knew I would be there to, you know trying to get a swimsuit off when it's wet is never easy. So I'm there to help. That's what us girls do, is we band together and we help each other. And I'm trying to teach her that at a young age, is you find friends who are there for you, not to take from you, but to help you, and you in turn help them. She's going to a new school, and apparently she's already found 5 friends. I'm like, what? So I'm very proud of her for stepping up out of her comfort zone and becoming, especially in a new school, the awesome kid that I know her to be. But you get a little shy when you're in a different environment. So we're really pulling on the strength card this week. One, dealing with coworkers. Two, I'm going to be dealing with a crush. It'll be a crush of people. And if it gets to be too much for us, we can stay back at the cabin on Saturday and relax. Or if we really feel up to it, we can go hit the crowd again. Depends on what we see that we want to buy. So we're getting all excited. But again, it takes a lot of strength for me to be in a situation out of my comfort zone into a crowd. I'm even staying at a Airbnb, a cabin there's I think 15 of us all together that's going, and I've only met a couple of the ladies. So it's going to be an adjustment, and I'll have to be, I'd say, on my best behavior, but just masking more than what I normally do, because I am with different people that I don't know. And of course, we're always a little unsure of how we can act and react. And I'm usually silly and goofy at the best of times. And some people take offense to that. But I have to be secure and okay and, strong in my own conviction that I'm a good person. And if they don't like me, that's on them. So there's going to be a lot of strength that I'm pulling the entire rest of the week. So I won't be able to hop on Friday because we'll be out scouting all of the food stands, and I'm looking for crystals, jewelry, the cool stuff, the cool stuff. I have no idea what the great niece is going to be eyeballing. I think she's just going to be, oh my gosh, look at all this stuff. So we're pretty excited. But I will hop back on Monday, and we will draw a new card for next week, and we'll see how the whole week is going to play out next week. I hope you all have a fantastic rest of the week and weekend. Enjoy, get outside. It is gorgeous weather. Enjoy as much as you possibly can. Do something that you love to do every day, whether it's journaling, taking a walk, getting out in nature, drawing, some type of craft, something that you can really involve your brain in. And cooking, I love cooking. In fact, that's what I'm doing tonight. I'm making a gigantic pot of chili to take with us so we can share the joy of chili. On Thursday, I've got to go grocery shopping. Oh my God. That's going to be a whole, yeah. And then I got to pack the cooler. I've got to get myself packed. I have to go pick up the great niece, and then we're heading out. So have a great, great weekend. Again, do something you love to do. I hope you all have fun, fantastic time. I will check in on Monday. Bye for now, everyone.